Hello everyone. I'm just checking in the background to see what you can see. Let's just sit like this for a little while. Hide a few things. Oh my goodness, I wanted to make the background colorful and I think I succeeded. Hi everyone, welcome to today's live. I am so happy that you're all here again. Oh my goodness. Hello Ingrid. Hi Marie. Hi Neris. Hi Laura. Hello Julie. Hi Angel. I haven't seen any other moderators yet, so we'll wait for them as well. Hi Emma. Hello Great Lakes gal Diane. Hello Molly. Hi William. Hello Patricia. Hello. Oh, there's Teresa and there's Dirk as well. Of course, he made my tea. Look at that. All ready for my my talk. Oh my goodness, yes. About the live that was programmed for yesterday. Oh, I got the date wrong, didn't I? Only me, right? But obviously it is on a Sunday, so if it ever appears again on a Saturday, do let me know. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh my, there we are. Yes, tea time, Mary Jo. Exactly, yes. Have you got your cup as well? Oh my goodness. Hey, yoga. Yes, a nice evening, everyone. I hope you've had a good day. And of course, it was Father's Day. So I hope you've been able to, do something special today. But of course, for me, it was last week because, well, not for me, for my dad, it was last week because in Belgium, it was Father's Day last weekend. So it's very confusing. And generally, I send the present too late, so it arrives for this one. But this year, I managed to make sure that it was on time. It's easier, you see, if it's first in the country where you live and then in the country where your dad lives, because then you're reminded. Now I had to, but it was all good. It was all good. It was a busy day for him. It was a busy day for me. So we had a little chat on Monday. As long as everybody's happy, that's fine. So happy Father's Day to everyone who is watching, who is a father, or maybe who is, not a father or not yet a father, or maybe who is a father of someone else's children, because that happens as well. Whatever role you play, happy day today, because to be honest, it should be Father's Day, Mother's Day, Daughter's Day, Sunday, Grandfather, Grandmother Day, every day. Oh my goodness. Right. Francis. New Zealand Father's Day is in September. See? So it's different in every country. And yeah, so what I used to, this is too complicated, but yeah, if it's in different countries, complication. Why not everybody the same day? Like I said, everybody the same day. That would make so much more sense. Like Christmas or New Year. New Year is the same day. Oh dear, yes, of course it would be, because it's the 1st of January. But then some people don't celebrate the New Year, on New Year. They have a different calendar. So again, I would simplify these kinds of things. But where would the fun be in that, right? Oh, iced green tea. Lovely. Your first live lavender butterfly. Oh, welcome to the live. You will see that we have a lot of fun. Well, I hope you will have a lot of fun. And that I, keep talking for quite a long time, because I can. I would love to see all of you. But of course, this is a medium. You see me and I just talk. And today, we always have a little topic. So today you can ask me questions, whatever you want. If I don't reply to your question, there might be a reason for it. So I might just say, I'm not going to reply to that question, because goodness knows what you're going to ask me. But don't ask them just yet. Don't start asking your questions until I say, because I am going to try and keep up with the chat. I'm going to slow it, sort of, keep it, hold it for me with my, mouse thingy here. But also you will notice I've put the slow mode on at 60 seconds. So you can only ask me something once every 60 seconds. So don't just keep posting questions, because obviously then other people can't. And try to just one question per message, please. So that maybe it might be a little bit more manageable, because generally I it takes me such a long time to reply to the questions that people are wondering, have I got their question? But of course it's way down. So Layla is around. She's been asleep all day. She has been asleep for quite a lot the last few days, so that means she might have a few more lucid days coming up. But yeah, she's getting older, so she's sleeping quite a lot, but she's still fine. She was teasing Dirk earlier with trying to grab his hair from her perch up in her summer residence at the back. It's only our utility room, but we call it her summer residence. Like a queen has a winter and a summer residence, right? Right. Okay. So first of all, before we start the questions, I would like to just say about what we did last week. So we had the bolero up there last week. Now, I have to say, I think I got a little bit carried away during the pattern, because I've already had two people ask, do all the shells face the same way? And I thought they did, but for some reason they don't. Well, for some reason I thought they did, but they don't. So let the shells face whichever way they face. But what is most important, and this is where I got it wrong, I think, is where you need to have them with the V like this. So the shells, where this is all where they are connect, where all the stitches start, and then you have the fan. They all must be in the same direction when you put both panels together, okay, so that you don't have a panel upside and downside, okay. But yeah, so don't worry about how the shells fall. I will put a note under that video or something like that to make sure that yeah. Yeah, she was giving him Father's Day taps. Yeah, it was more like trying to play with him and sort of catch his skull there. But I mean, she doesn't hurt her. She doesn't do it on purpose. But yeah, it was quite funny. British Columbia. Oh my goodness. Yes. So then we had the bolero this week. Also, what we have is the Bridgerton color pack. This came, well, it hasn't come out yet, but the pack is for sale. We have sent it to Julie. Julie has started making the blanket. Oh my goodness, she's doing so well. Thank you, Julie, for making the blanket. And I've seen progress pictures. She should post another progress picture soon in the Facebook group. But oh my goodness, it is growing. Now, you have got to wait to do the actual Bridgerton de Doom blanket until the video comes out with the instructions, because of course there is going to be a new color list, the same crochet stitch rows, so it's the same stitch rows, but the enclosed greenway border has been added to the pattern. So now you will be able to do a double enclosed border without the slip stitch row, because before, remember, we had still to do the slip stitch border on the original Netflix. Okay. This time, of course, redoing it, I thought, well, I'm going to take the opportunity to incorporate the greenway border, because of course we are doing that border now. I invented it with the Greenway with the Greenway blanket. So I thought I might as well do it. You know, I've got the opportunity. I'm going to upgrade it. So I'm a quarter way through. Julie, wonderful. Yes, no. Take a break. Because yeah. Yes, we have had people buy the pack. So please, if you want it, you know, do buy it. But yeah, we're gonna have to order more. So there we go. So that pack is available, and now you can see how long it's going to take me and Julie to produce the whole thing. So I've spent last Sunday, last Monday, last Tuesday evening sorting out the pattern, the list, and everything. Then Julie started the blanket on Wednesday. She's very good. She's an she's a rocket when she's crocheting. I think there must be sparks coming off her hook at the moment. But yeah, please do take your, take your break so you don't hurt your hands or shoulders or whatever. And then, of course, I now also have to start doing the video and editing that, and then also I've got to wait for Julie to finish the blanket so that I can put some lookbook material in there as well, so I can take the blanket for a little walk and take some footage. So yeah, so not available, the pattern won't be available, and the video won't be available for a little while still. Okay, but that's how it goes. We've done this really because you lot requested more. I've had so many messages via sort of wherever, Instagram or wherever you could reach me, to ask for this, for a Bridgerton version of the Netflix. So yes, I've given in, but there is a wait. Okay, you can't, and I think everybody knows you can't just make a blanket like that. So we have made very good progress this week, I believe, because of course Julie is nearly a quarter way through. Oh, that's wonderful. So yeah, next week, more update on that. And we'll see. We'll see what happens, and we'll see, closer to getting it all together. Thank you, Hella. Yes, of course, we keep you informed as much as we can. So that's what's been happening this week here. And then, of course, next week, yes, here we have the Joy of Spring. So that blanket came out, for which we have a pack as well. So if you're interested in that, go and take a look at that. And who recognizes this? It's not open, but who recognizes this blanket here? Because this is something that's coming out next week, and we will talk about that in a moment. Okay, so I think we better get started with some questions. Yes, Claudia, it's Dirk's blanket. And I am hiding something behind me as well. Look, but we'll have a chat about that later on. Let's see if we can ask, well, I'm not going to ask questions. Let's see if I can answer some of your questions. Okay, so where am I going to put this? Cheers, everyone. You can send me your questions. Look. Or yeah, if you're asking, this is hibiscus tea. Krista, how do I figure out what colors to use? It depends. It depends. It just, I've got an inspiration somewhere, because I've seen something color-wise or something in nature, or just like the Bridgerton there. That's something from Netflix, and the colors were there, and then I just pick the colors from the Starcraft range. So anywhere and nowhere I find inspiration for the colors. Can you use the border on the Greenway blanket on the color theory? No, Chris, because the color theory is made in a different way. You don't have the same amount of color changes, but also you don't have boxes because it's a diagonal um, clusters. You can't have boxes, and that's how you can't do that border. Okay. How many years have I been crocheting? Well, I was taught to crochet when I was in primary school, and I was about 8, 9, maybe 10 years old. So maybe 4 decades. But I haven't always crocheted. So this is when I was taught. Then I crocheted for a couple of years, and I completely didn't do it until, of course, about 10 years ago when I took it up and I flew with it. Finita, yeah, do you know what? I was thinking that. Copy paste. Copy paste the rows, Finita. Yes, wouldn't it be lovely to be able to make blankets with copy paste? Yeah, keep saving, Claudia. Keep saving. We are talking about it. We are always thinking and talking about it. It's going to have to happen. We're going to have to sit down and do it. Yes, Festival of Colors. That's the Festival of Colors pack. It will come out this week. And yeah, the peak was wow. Yeah. Shirley Brown, how do you choose how many rows of each color you use? That's a very technical question. And I have worked it out now. Like, for example, for the Lizzie, the Jam Jar, the Green Way, I use a spreadsheet, Excel, all numbers on an Apple machine, and I have my system there now, and I fill them out. That's what I did with the Netflix as well. You've got so many rows, and you work out how many rows per ball you can do, and then you could just fill them out. It's not easy to do. There's a lot of biscuit eating necessary when you do that, but yeah, I use numbers. What was my favorite reaction to a crocheted gift I gave someone special, Sharon? Well, I haven't really given much of my crochet away, apart from to Dirk's godchild. I've given some blankets to her. I've given her the Netflix. I should not have done that because I can't show it now, but never mind. I mean, I'm more than happy for her to have it. But it wasn't the reaction at the time, maybe, when I gave her the very first blanket that I made her. She loves it. It's not the reaction initially, but it's how she's using it. She's got it with her all the time. It's on her bed. She takes pictures with it on her Instagram. I see it in the background. Do you know what I mean? It's always there. It's always with her. And that shows me that she appreciates it. And that's why, that's the reaction that I like. Show you the room. Yes, I should do a room tour. Do you know what? We'll do that one live. I'll have to clean up then. I've written it down. It's coming up, Chris. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. For the granny cardigan, yes, there is a pack for that. Yes, it's cotton soft. And it should be in the list. It should be in the list. Hi, Patricia. Stitching leather, I have done micro crochet. I'm not going to do it again because it's just too small. I couldn't cope with it. I made a tiny little thing, and it was too small. My eyes were going cross-eyed. How long does it take me to do a blanket? Well, the thing is, you see, I have made a blanket in 2 weeks, but there was no cleaning, no cooking, no going shopping, nothing. I was doing crocheting from getting up in the morning for an hour or two before work, lunchtime doing a crocheting, then after work just sitting and crocheting all evening, and Didik was doing all the cooking and all that. So yeah, I can do it. I can do a whole blanket in 2 weeks, but even then it's but It's not, it's not ideal. It's not ideal. Regina, yes, he does love filming the lookbooks, and it's sort of something that we do together. I have an idea of how I want to be filmed and what I want to achieve in the lookbook, or the kind of things that I want to do, and then he gets shouted instructions. No, from that side to that side. No, stay there. I'll walk past. All that kind of thing. And I think I don't know what he's thinking. Maybe he'll answer. Yeah. Yes. So it's doing something creative for him as well outside generally. And yes, coming up with the location. We love filming in different locations. Like the Venice one was just amazing. That was fantastic. That was such a lovely city to go to and to film in. We want to do that again, and we'll do that. We'll do that again. But of course, other locations. Deodorants, yes, I have taught children to crochet. What is the best age group to be successful? The thing is, you have got to have more patience than the kids. So the success rate with children is, if they're interested, yeah, let them play with the yarn, let them play with the hook, show them how to do a slip knot, show them how to do the chain, but then generally they'll give up by then because it's not going quick enough, right? So let them, and then come back to it a week later, or come back to it days after, and do it again and again. And that's the thing, you have to have more patience than the kids, almost, because they don't have any patience. But you see what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Vinita, I think Dirk has done a couple of shorts showing you his storage. It's not a yarn shop as such, it's just storage facility with shelves and all the yarns stored. So there's no nice niceties like in a shop, for example. But yes, we should do a video of that, maybe. Yes, a more in-depth video. Yeah, the best way to keep track of the yarn you have, the brand and colors. Well, actually, Krista, can I reply to that? During my room tour. So I've written it down. Okay. I will tell you how I do it, but yeah, it's all different, because it would be different per person because of how you organize your yarn, what room you have, and how the furniture and things that you have. No, I've never been on a crochet cruise. Where are we going for our next holiday? I'm not going to tell you. Because it has something to do with the next Cal. What is the index title sections of the new planner? Frances, I'm not going to reply to that question as such, because that would be giving it too much away. But what I can tell you about the new planner is that the printed proof should arrive this week. Very exciting. So yes, so I should have one version of it in my hands by next Sunday. Have I ever been a model? Yes, I've done some modeling. Yeah. Oh, stitching leather. Yes. You're a micro crochet person. Yeah. But you should tell me how you deal with the smallness, how you see things. Do you use a magnifying glass? Molly, yes, Molly, I think they must do. We've had people looking at us like, but generally people do just not look and keep walking. Sometimes we have had people come past and say, we're wondering what you're doing, and we always tell them and we overload them with all the information. I've got business cards to hand out. So if they ask, I'll give them a business card so they can go and have a look at the channel. But it's never challenging or anything. It's just because they're, they can see what we're doing. Or also, I think it was in Stratford when I was wearing the Stratford cardigan, they could see obviously I was wearing a cardigan which looked quite different from, whatever everybody else was wearing, and they were really interested in in what I was wearing, and then of course the crochet and what are you doing, and things like that. So yes, it makes, whenever people ask, we are more than happy to to explain. But yeah, we do wonder sometimes that what they must be thinking, but we don't really care. We just start filming now. We get so used to it. Oh, Cindy, yeah, I've not been able to do that. Yeah, I'll have to. I've got to get on with making something with the knit me crochet me yarn. I know, I know. Yeah. Well, Nancy, I've got more than 1,000 videos indeed. Yes. How do you feel about your accomplishments? It's quite unbelievable that I've got more than 1,000. I mean, it's 1,200 videos. Apparently, I had to look it up last week. I just keep going. I just keep finding inspiration. And do you know what? A lot of people give up after a while. I just never thought about that. As long as I had some views, I was happy. And I've got loads of views, I've got loads of followers. I am so happy. So for me, almost the numbers to do with the videos are not that important. For me, it's the fact that you're making things and I'm giving you projects, and you're loving my projects. And of course, in the course of that, you are watching my videos. But the main thing is, as long as your people, your audience love what you do, keep doing it. She thinks she can crochet a sweater with strawberries. Yeah, I mean, she can, but she'll have to learn first. Cotton Love range. Tatiana, I am wanting them to bring out more colors, and I am fingers crossed, legs crossed, toes crossed, arms crossed, hoping that they will ask me for colors, just the way they did for the Wendy range, because their choice of colors is not always the greatest. So I am in very good contact with Jamie, the Jamesy Brett, the boss. So hopefully we can have that conversation soon, okay? Hey, dag Chris van Aarschot. Welcome. She met my mum in the street. They were both going shopping. Yeah, so Honeybee and Hedgehog's Designs. My daughter, who I think I filmed a video with her trying to crochet like years ago. She's just not interested. She did it for me because I asked her. But to be honest, they do, yeah, they have to have an interest, of course. You know. When is the next Cal, Corinne? Well, of course, as usual, we will have a Cal starting somewhere in September for the autumn. So we are in full project mode at the moment. We are testing the Cal right now. Chris, what would you like? Wait. Was that still about the... Oh dear. Yes, I would like one, please, you say, but... Teasing again. Chris, yes, the planner. I'm not sure. We'll see. Because if there's a mistake in the planner, I have to correct it and have to have a new, proof. So there will be, I should say, there will be the first proof. Last year we had to have two proofs because something went wrong in the with the printers. It was not something that I could do about, but there we go. We'll see. But it should be soon. It should be soon. To Texas to film. Yes, you see, that's the thing. I need a location where I can, where I can go to film, so I have an excuse for traveling. An excuse for traveling. Do you have a stash of whips but that never turn? Oh yes, my bin is really large. I try things and I'm so convinced it's going to work, and then it didn't. So sometimes it just gets shelved. Sometimes I go back to it, correct it, and then it does work. But yeah, you know, that's of course part of designing. That's how it goes with designing. It's, right. Okay. So you have a magnifying light attached to the table, and yeah, okay. Yes, right. So stitching leather, do you know what? I would not have the patience for all that, because I like to sit crochet and watch something on telly, and I don't want to have to look at my stitches all the time, because sometimes I do crochet without looking. So, but each to their own. And I would love to see some of your micro crochet. So if you are in the Facebook group, please can you just post us a little example to show us how small it is. But yeah, just say Anya asked me to post this. I know it's not probably an Ophelia Talks project, but you are allowed because I've asked you, okay? And some of the moderators are here, so they'll allow the post, okay? But I would love to see. Yeah, you all, even if you're late, I'm still here. It'll be it's recorded and you can watch it tomorrow. The best tutorials on YouTube, do we agree? He says yes. Pam, can the Sal Bolero pattern be enlarged to make a poncho? Now the thing is, it's not made to the shape of a yes, I know what you mean. Yes, you can. So if you make the rectangles slightly longer and you put them together like a poncho, you should be able to make that. Yes. So yeah, do that and post a picture in the Facebook group. I would be intrigued to see. Oh, yes, so Julie is doing double duty because she's not only testing the new blanket, she's also making the making the Bridgerton. Yes, Bonnie, always a few. Oh, lavender, great. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. I know, Vinita. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. We can look in the back office of YouTube and see where people are watching. The countries, the amount of countries, it's unbelievable. Yeah. Dirk says the Cal is the best ever. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Cindy. So yes, so Bonnie, how many projects do I have in the planning process at one time? It depends, Bonnie. Some small, some big. Sometimes I start a project and then I have to stop because I have to film. So then I have to start something else because otherwise I have nothing to do. And then I have to film. And then when I film, I can go on again. And then so for me, doing projects and doing designing all then depends on how I can film it and edit it and what I need for the videos. So there's a lot that goes into that as well. So for example, with this one, I made this whole cardigan quite quickly actually. And I wrote down, of course, what I did in the pattern because that's the secret. But then, of course, I hadn't filmed any of it. So then I realized when I started the second sleeve, let's just film some of it because otherwise, So yes, I've always got to work with what I'm going to be filming as well and what I need for the tutorials. Hella. One day, one day. Oh dear, Julie. Yes. Lovely blue rectangular shawl a few weeks ago. Is that this one? The Sal Bolero. Or it was the pink one. Was it pink, Tatiana? That will be available. That will be released very soon. Yeah, Christy. Ah, okay. Yes, of course, Christy. I know who you are now. Ah, okay, community wall. Okay, let's go. I'll have a look later. Okay. Have a nice time, Francis. Bye. Again, Angela Hill. Yeah, do you think there will be a project with the swirly whirly yarn? Again, that's one of those things. See, Dirk wants to add yarns to our shop, which is fine. So he buys them and he adds them in, but I haven't had time to make anything with them. So sometimes it takes me a little while. Okay. Heike, yes, we found that the easiest way to go about doing that, you can always mail us, but that's sort of not, that's just for Dirk and I to see then. So please don't. Well, thank you. Well, don't worry. Don't worry. We are here. We are here. Now you have Dirk teasing us. What's he teasing you about? Yeah, no, I know. Of course, he's seen what we're testing. You see, you don't like them, Julie. You don't like the next Cal, nor does she like the Bridgerton blanket. She loves them. That's a good one. Ah. I don't know either, Christy. We don't do anything else, because earlier we rushed out. We rushed out to have Sunday lunch out. We left the house at 10 to 1, 10 to 12, 10 to 12, and we'd finished eating by 20 to 1. We were back home. If we hadn't had to go to the shop, we would have been back home at 10 to 1. So an hour out for our lunch, and that's it. The rest of the day was just spent filming, crocheting, pattern writing, trying things out. So up until now, because we had salad for lunch, so we didn't have to, salad for dinner, so we didn't have to cook. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Yes, I want to grow it long again. So we'll see how far I get. Right. Okay. Yes. Thumbs up if you like my channel, if you're liking the live. Ooh, let's see if this works. There we go. Fantastic, Judy. Of course, make whatever you want with the packs, okay? Because the thing is, you see, you know, those packs are colors that go together and you can do any pattern with them. Is it Enchanted Forest, Claudia? It's not a specific blanket. No, you can make whatever you want with that. Which one? So Chris asks me, from all the projects you have done so far, what was my absolute favorite one and why? And actually, Teresa, one of our moderators, has asked me that question as well. So I'm glad you asked it. So I remembered, because she wanted me to to answer that as well. And you know what? I still think it's the Lizzie, because that one was the one where I came up with the 5 rows, repeating them 6 times, and then the colors of the Lizzie. I just love those colors, and because of course it's all to do with the film, and that's one of my favorite films. And another reason why I love the Lizzie so much is that I got to go and film it in a film location where the Pride and Prejudice film was filmed, and that I got to run across the bridge. Yes! Because Kira is one of my favorite actresses. See? Has anyone seen the last 4 episodes of Bridgerton? Oh my goodness. The references to Pride and Prejudice, that film that I was promoting in that Lizzie, are so clear. Watch it, tell me. So clear. Yeah. Stitching leather, fantastic. Festival of Colors pack, Lorraine, is coming out on Friday. So the video is coming out on Friday for you to make this with the Festival of Colors pack. No, Jan, it's not out just yet. It's not out. It's a request. We've already put the pack out for selling it to you. So you've got to have it. So you've got it ready. And Julie is making the blankets. So there is time. There is time. Have I got a project that I regretted? Actually, you see, I've got this step before posting it, before putting it out into the world, you see, because I've got to make a video of it. I've got to make it. I've got to make a video of it, pattern, whatever. And then by that time, if it didn't work or I regret that, I don't have to post it. I can just get rid of it all, delete it, and nobody's any the wiser. So I haven't really, thinking about it, I haven't really got a project that I published that I regret. Is there one? There is one that I haven't, that I can just remember now, that I haven't published, which I should publish. There's no regret there, but I just haven't finished it for some reason. But other than that, I can't think of any. Yes, the packs make it easy with the colors, don't they? Yeah. There is a substitution video coming up. I'm making it as we speak. Well, I'm editing it as we speak. So soon there will be a video to tell you all about how to substitute colors. Laurie would love a sleeveless duster type long waistcoat with tassels. Okay. But you see, the way I design this, for example, you could make this without the sleeves and longer, right? So that's a good way to go about making it. And of course, yes, you'll have to put tassels on it. I'll think about that. I'll think about that one. Excellent, Christy. Here we are. Here's Lady Layla. Oh, straight to her drink. Yes. Hang on. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Yes, Jan. Just why are you working on a Sunday? Honestly. Oh, yes. Layla and I enjoyed Bridgerton very much. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Yes, there was Yeah, Julie, exactly. There was the Pandora blanket that I just couldn't finish. I started it, I loved it, and then at one point I was just like, what have I done? But then also, I didn't regret posting that. Okay, so that was a blanket that I didn't manage to finish. I had it all filmed, but I still published it and I told you how I felt about it because I'm thinking it must happen to everyone. And I didn't want it to just be, me, perfect me, making all these blankets without any problems. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you have to tell yourself, come on, keep going, keep going. And that one I just couldn't. So yeah. Then as well, yes, Hella again. Yeah, there was this blanket where I said it was a disaster. Of course, that was a little bit clickbait, wasn't it? I wanted to sort of, make it a little bit more dramatic than it would be because, to be honest, I did notice it went in, then I took the bigger hook again and it went out again, and I've never noticed it after that. I put the border on and I forgot about the fact that there was this bit in it that went in. And you know what? Nobody has ever mentioned anything about that before. So, and again afterwards. So, Yeah, so Christy, for coming to the US, this is it. We need to work out what we're going to do and how I'm going to come over for what purpose and all that. Yeah. I know. It was a lovely blanket, that Pandora's blanket with the color, but I just couldn't. I just could not. Yes. Julie's mum is also watching Bridgerton. I know, I know. I wanted to watch more. Maybe this is the end of it, but maybe they could. I mean, there's still so much material for another series. Who knows? Uh, yeah, yeah. Pride and Prejudice. Yes, yes. Oh, yeah. Um, where was it that I saw it the other day? Yeah, it was on somewhere anyway. Yes, updated Bridgerton version. Yeah. Sure, I am positive that tassels would also work on the Sal Bolero, so try it. Oh, thank you, Susan. Thank you. I'm so happy that you find my patterns wonderful and clear. Thank you. The green way, yeah. And of course, the green way is that special double border where I have invented it without a slip stitch. Am I planning other Bridgerton themed projects? I don't know, because I wasn't planning anything Bridgerton at all. So this blanket is just being sandwiched in. We will see. We will see. Yes, lots of different stitches kept you motivated. There she is. Look, look, look. Oh, where is she going? There we are. Yeah, I mean, why not, Angel? My transparency with the Pandora blanket was very liberating. I think it happens to everyone. Where you start. I mean, I can't think of anything, but I have chucked things before when it just didn't. I mean, my expression is it's ended up in the bin. Um, Sometimes Dirk walks in and he says, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm making this, and I'm really enthusiastic about it." And then I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And then and at the end I'll say, "It might all still end in tears, but for now." And that's my sort of expression where it's just going to go pear-shaped, and I'll just cut off the yarn and put it in a bin or put it in my basket, or, like that. But it happens. But for that blanket, I'd made it quite big. I'd spent so much time working it out, doing the video, and I just thought, I'm going to go ahead and admit that I just gave up halfway. And I thought that would be a good way to sort of you know have a video as well, and the one that I didn't finish, why not? Yes, Chris. Yeah, see, this is it. The color theory, I'm finding it a difficult time with, as it is only one stitch. But what helped me, Chris, is the fact that the colors change, so oh yes, let's do 4 row, or let's do 3 rows with this color. So that helps. And then also in a moment, Chris, all your rows will become shorter and shorter. So get yourself through to week 4, and it'll be done in a jiffy. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Christy. Thank you. Yeah, I'll have to watch it again then, Angela. I'll have to watch again. Oh. Oh, yes, I know, Nessa. There's so many wonderful places that I want to visit. Yes. Yes, Layla is here. Ah, she found my shoes. I don't know what it is, but I have those Birkenstocks shoes, and she just, yeah. I don't know what it is, is it leather that's been treated in something, but yeah. Right, Julie, I am not going to repeat what you said. Okay. Hello. I am thinking about butterfly sleeves, but not in that design. Maybe in a different design. Oh, does your cat loves your bugs too? What is it? What is it? The color theory is not a typical C2C. No, it isn't. No, it's a diagonal granny cluster. That would be Eloise. Who's Eloise? What's Eloise doing? Season 4. There is a season 4. Yeah, because of course Eloise has to be married off, Oh, I'm already waiting now. What is she doing now? Layla. Okay, she's having a drink now. Yeah, but my shoes, oh, my poor shoes, they're covered in white cat hair now. Ginny, I have the reading shawl. Go and look at the reading shawl. It is perfect if you don't like a triangular shawl. Perfect. Okay. I believe you, Christy. Yes, the color changes in the swirly whirly would make it perfect for a diagonal cluster. Yeah. Oh, Benedict. Okay. I want Eloise. No, Eloise is Daphne. Yeah, so she's the second daughter, isn't she? Yes, bye. I'm going to watch season 4. Well, no, it's not until next year. So, okay, Tracy. So it's based on a series of 7 books. I'm going to try, 9 books. Right, I'm gonna have to find those books. What are we talking about? Right, okay, so let's have a look at next week's Festival of Colors blanket. So last year, or was it 2 years ago, Dirk chose some colors and we turned it into a V-stitch blanket. This was the one. Because he said, oh, I want the V-stitch and I want these colors, and he made the color order himself. I did not help him. Well, I helped him by explaining how to do it. So I told him how I go about in numbers doing these colors so he could do them himself. Took him 2 evenings. But yeah, so that's that blanket. This time, for some reason, he had it in his head that he wanted 12-point blanket. Where he got that, no idea. But he chose colors, and he thought these colors were reminiscent of the kite festival that we used to organize, that he used to help organize in Exmouth here every summer. So the very colorful colors in the sky, you know, all the kites flying in the sky. So this is what he came up with. And then I said, look, we already have a 12-point blanket. And then Julie said, but there is a 24-point blanket. So we agreed with him that this would become, back to front, that this would become a 24-point blanket. And Julie and I worked out sort of on the pattern and on the colors. And yeah, so the colors are a mirror. So it starts with the yellow, goes to the fondant, and then the fondant starts again and it goes to the yellow. Okay. And yeah, so there will be a video on Friday. There will also be a color list and a pattern. I have done my best to explain it all here because this is where it all happens. Once you've gotten past a certain point, it's plain sailing. But in the beginning, it's got to be, you have to, really pay attention. Okay. Yes, 1 point in the blanket for each hour of the day. What a wonderful way to say it, Vanita. Exactly, 24 points for 24 hours. Yeah. Spring Cal 25. Yes, a soft gowns and florals. Yes, yeah, maybe. So yeah, so this is not a 5-star. No, honeybee. No, Christy, we haven't done a 5-star yet. So there we go. 24-point star blanket with a mirrored colorway, also made by Julie a little while ago when Dirk came up with the idea. But of course, yes, we have to plan things around the cowls. So there we go. That's the blanket that will be coming out on Friday. Marie, you can watch it later, don't worry. Dirk, you are getting as good in designing a blanket as Anya. Well, yes, I have to steer him in the right direction, okay? But yeah, I mean, he'll get his idea somewhere and then we will discuss it. So there we go. Yes. I don't know how wide the blanket is, Sandra, but I think Julie, did you say it was the width of your, nearly of your double bed, so it would fit on sort of on the base of your double bed really nicely? So, yeah. Yes, he's easily led. Yeah, Julie. There'll be, yes, a pack for the 24. 24 points. 24 points. Oh yes, honeybee. I always want to say honeybee, but of course it's Christy. Yes, wonderful for a picnic blanket, indeed. Yeah, and also wonderful for a baby as well, because you can do it like this and sort of swaddle it around, sort of have it double. Of course, for winter time when it's really cold, but also for putting that on the floor and then the baby on top, and then toys and stuff. So yeah, I think it's lovely. Laurie, it's a pack of 15 colors. So the pack that we sell for this has 15 balls of yarn, and Julie said there was quite a lot left. So you could make 2 blankets from the same pack. Yes, Julie, that would be fine. And tell them as well, just in case people get confused, that the tutorial will be out on Friday. So yes, Julie said she had enough left for even maybe a smaller or the same size. So in a way, it would be a great project, because you can make 2 blankets with 1 pack. Actually, let me prove it to you. We weigh things, don't we? So I've got my scales here. Turn them on. Put this on. I've got a bowl to put it in. So there we go. Yeah. So this weighs 530 grams. A pack is 1,500 grams. So you could easily make it bigger and do another one. So, 1 pack, 2 blankets. If that isn't value, then I don't know what is. Yes, Chris, I do. I do have a regular job outside my crochet and outside my YouTube. Yep. Oh, a chair blanket for your mum. Yes. She did this really quickly. I don't know exactly, but it was, yeah. Yes, Ingrid, exactly. Very bright colors to cheer you up. And I think the way we've done it, you might be surprised by the 3 pink ones here, but of course that's because we have mirrored the colors. And yeah, I'd forgotten all about that until Julie reminded me. The scales I use are these. They're from Amazon. I chose these because I charged them up via USB, and the battery lasts so long. At one point it says low, but I've had them a couple of years now, and I've only had to charge them a couple of times. And of course, yeah, this is flat. So then I have this a big Tupperware bowl that I put on it. Then I, do the 0 again, and then I put my blanket in there. So yes, it works really well. And generally I do have it in the kitchen to use as well, but now because I'm doing the testing, we are weighing quite a bit, so that's why they're here. Oh, Vinita, don't you think I would like that? I wish I could crochet all day, every day, but unfortunately, that's not what it is That's not how it goes. I am crocheting most evenings, all weekends, and then trying to film and writing patterns and things like that. So yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Yeah, about 2 weeks, Julie. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yes. To be honest, Julie just mentioned it as well. Crocheting all day, every day is fine, but you do have to pace yourself. 2 weeks ago, I crocheted all day on a Monday on a secret project. And yeah, I paid the price because my hand was so painful the day after. So I had to be really careful. But of course, yeah, most of that project is done now. Well, it is done now. So it was worth it. But, you know, even though I am used to crocheting and I crochet a lot, when you go for it and you exaggerate, not good. Not good. So, and I haven't said that recently, but do try when you sleep to sleep with your hands open. So put your hands underneath your pillow to keep them open, because um, if you sleep and you just lie, normally you might grasp your hands like this, but try and do the opposite of what we do in crochet, because that's always good. After a back bend, you have to do a forward bend in yoga. Okay. That's where I got the idea from. So whenever I do a bridge or a back bend, you also have to do your front bend to front fold, sort of forward fold to extend your spine in the other direction. So that's what you have to do with your hands as well. We're holding the yarn, we're holding the hook with our hands like this. So when I sleep, I try to hold them open under my pillow like this, so I'm sleeping like this, making sure that my hands stay open. And whenever I wake up, I try to make sure I position my hands so that they are open. Nerissa Adams, I think I have, or have I not? Maybe I've had it on my to watch list, but I might not have had. I'll have another look. I'll have another look at that. Yes. Yes, you have to build up a resistance as well, but of course, yeah. Yes, the Festival of Colors. This is the Festival of Colors, 24-point star blanket. Fantastic, Sandra. Did you crochet all day yesterday, Christy? Yeah. Regular breaks. Oh my goodness, Angela. Do you know what? We are still not believing that this is happening. We cannot believe how great we have. What am I trying to say? What great people we have in our business to help us, for you guys to watch, for you guys to buy things from us. It's just so wonderful. You're all watching the videos. You're all so interested. We're having all the interaction in the Facebook group, all the posts that Dirk does, the reels, the stuff, all interaction, and then the sales as well. It's just unbelievable. Thank you so much for that, because obviously we couldn't do it without you, and all those milestones that we have reached is all because of all of you. I could sit here and be talking, but there might not be anyone in there. But you are there. You're always there. You're watching the tutorials. You're making them. It's wonderful. So thank you for that. Susie in Paradise, exactly. So even if I say something like, how should I put it? Certain things in crochet, sometimes you do have to do certain things certain way, because otherwise you're making a different shape. You're making a mistake, basically. But you can fudge things. You can make it work out. Don't worry about it being perfect. Why I love crochet myself and why I hope you like crochet as well is the zen, is the calmness, is the joy we get from crocheting. And if it doesn't work out because of one stitch, don't undo it, just fudge it, create another one somewhere else. I fudged a row in the testing. And I'm like, fine, I'm doing it. Nobody's going to notice. I won't tell the moderators that I've done that. I'm just going to go ahead and do the next row. I've worked out this row. It's correct now. It's fine. I'm not even going to undo it. I've told them now, haven't I? But you know what I mean? Don't do it so that, it makes you angry. It makes you anxious. I'm so disappointed. Somebody says, I can't do it. Do not do that. Look at it. Have you done something wrong? Correct it. Do undo it if you have to, if you can't fudge it. I can see Julie going, what? People are like, they put a post in the Facebook group and they're like, well, I'm giving up. I'm not enjoying this. This is not, I've tried so many times. It's still not working out. Don't get yourself up on it. Don't get yourself upset. Look at it calmly. Did it not work out? Can you fudge it? Can you not fudge it? Fine. Rip it out and do it again. Double the crochet fun. I have become much calmer in that. If I have to rip it out, I have to rip it out. But if I don't, I won't. you know? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Chetna. Oh my goodness, when I'm looking for a project, I look everywhere for hours and always end up doing an Ophelia Talks project. Fantastic. Claudia, I honestly believe, yeah, Vanita, but there's no need to be disappointed or to be angry about it, is there? Just undo it and do it again. Stay calm, right? Claudia, is it doable for a beginner? I honestly believe 1000% that anyone can do any project on my channel. I believe that when you know all your stitches, so your single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, all that, decrease, increase, I believe you can do any project. There is not, my videos are never really graded to beginner, advanced, intermediate. I always explain everything as if you were a beginner. And you can go back, you can rewind, you can fast forward, you can go back, you can pause the video. However many times it takes, you can do this. You can do this. Try it. What are you going to lose? A ball of yarn? It's not worth not wanting to lose a ball of yarn. And what if it works? What if you can do it? Right? I know, Hella, I know. Even if it hurts, yes, Birgit, but if it hurts too much, then it's not good. Yes, Ingrid, maybe. So try and hold them open during the night. And also try and do this during the day. When you're crocheting, do a couple of rows and then do a little bit of that. Make them, open them. No, I don't wear any gloves. Yeah, Jan, that helps as well. Putting it in the naughty chair. Go away, do something else, come back to it later. Yeah. Yes, Christy, exactly. You can do, if you know the basics, you can do any project. It does help, if exactly right. If you have a local group that you can go to for support and help, physical, close to you. But if you don't have that, the Facebook group with pictures and questions will help you as well. Yes, Vinita, exactly. We have so much information. All we have to do is think of what we can make, type it in, and you've got examples. My grandma had to rely on her neighbor from across the road to show her a pattern, or to show her a book with a pattern in, or a magazine with a pattern in, I've just realized I haven't told you what the second video is that's coming out this week. Have I? What? Where did I go wrong? We've got a. Okay, so this is on Friday. Did you spot in the video with the bolero that I was wearing something on my wrist? So when I go on holiday, I tend to put my hair up in a ponytail a lot more, obviously, and I like to have something in my hair, a flower in my hair. So that's what I have done. Look. So I like to wear matching flowers in my hair. Oh, I had another one. Was that what fell earlier? Something fell. Oh yes, here it is. So I put sort of certain colors to go with some of my outfits. So yes, I let's put this on there as well, see what it looks like. And I think it's such fun to have that with you on holiday with your summer outfits, because I have certain outfits that I keep in my suitcase for when we go on holiday. I don't wear them here. Those are exclusive summer outfits. Can you see? Is it looking nice? I can't tell. I can't see. So let's put them all on there, shall we? Yeah, you're always putting your hair up, but make them in the colors of your outfits. This is heavy on my head now. But make them in the colors of your outfits, and I'm the queen of coordination, right? Have to have everything matching. So I love it when I can put some matching flower in my hair to go with my outfit. There we go. Can you see that? Sandra, the Carolina yarn pack, you can use any pattern you want with it. Any pattern of the blankets, it will all go with that. So these flowers are so quick. And I think half of these are made next to the pool while I was on holiday. So this is an easy way to make a nice ribbon. Look, I attached it to an elastic, made the flower, and off I went. I had, a matching flower to go with my outfit. So this will come out on Wednesday. Just a small project. Maybe you have some cotton yarn left over from another project, or maybe you have some cotton love left over. You can use those, or acrylic works as well. And then on Friday we will have the Festival of Colors blanket, and yes, we have got a yarn pack for that, so go and take a look at that. Thank you. Yeah, Jan, that's why I'm growing my hair, so I can have the flowers. Oh my goodness. Ah, the butterfly. Yeah, the butterfly is a nice one as well. Yeah. Right, everyone. So have a nice week. I'm looking forward to receiving the printed proof of the notebook, and I will certainly keep everyone posted whether or not that was the version or whether we have to go for another version. But yeah, soon that will be, coming out for sale. Right, there we go. Thank you very much for everyone. Thank you, everyone. Sorry, I was just reading a comment. Thank you very much for everyone being here. If this was your first time, I hope you have enjoyed it and you will be back. I will be back next week when we will be talking about crochet on holiday. So how do we take our crochet? What kind of projects do we take? And yeah, all the things that you need to know for taking your holiday for taking your crochet with you on holiday. And then I have written down for the week after we're doing a room tour. Okay, there we go. Right, everyone, I will see you later. Susie in Paradise, that is perfect. And we've talked about this as well. If you have tried and you didn't like the look, use the yarn for another project. That's what we've talked about as well. That's perfect. Yes. Bye, everyone. Bye. See you next week. Have a nice week. Bye.